Good morning and welcome to Day 3 of the SPED.Cam AverVision CP155 online training. As of today, you should have downloaded the A+ interactive software along with reviewed the functionality of the CP155 device, reviewing the buttons and features that are located on the remote as well as the top portion of your device. The reason that we use these two as our Day 1 and Day 2 tasks is because for Day 3, we will be putting the two components together using our CP155.Cam along with our A+ interactive software to use this .Cam to its fullest degree. In order for us to do this, we must connect our .Cam to our laptop. The way that you do this is by two cords. The first cord is the power cord, which will go from our device into a power outlet. The second is the cord that will connect our device into our laptop or desktop, whichever one may be used at this time. This will be a USB cable that connects the two. At this time, I would like you to connect your AverVision CP155.Cam to whatever device you are using. In order for us to use the two, we have now connected our .Cam to our laptop, and now we must open up our A+ interactive software. You will find this icon located on your desktop with an orange square with an A+ in the middle. Double-click on this icon. When opening up this software, I do have to warn you that it can take several seconds in order for it to upload. So please be patient. If you try to double-click on it because it is taking too long, your computer will let you know that you already have one window open of this software. Once our device has opened, if you have properly hooked up your .Cam, you will notice that a screenshot of whatever you are displaying will show up. The first thing that I would like you to do is to close the dialog box in the front. This will display whatever features you are showing. To give you an example, I am displaying a Crayola markers box. As you can see, I am able to move this, and this is in real time as to the projection of the screen. At this time, I would like you to close out this box. That way we can actually focus on the tools that our .Cam and A+ interactive software use when working together. You will see three toolbars, one at the bottom left-hand corner, one at the side right-hand bar, and you will see a floating toolbar that will disappear and come back. If you take your mouse and you run it across the top of your screen, you will see the floating toolbar, which allows us to do several features and several components of our .Cam. Today, we will not be reviewing this one. We will review this tomorrow. Today, we will be focusing on the two toolbars on the left-hand side. These toolbars will allow us to have special features that we can draw, show pictures, project, zoom in, zoom out, all of these different things with the picture in which we are displaying. So the first thing I would like to show you is how do we get a picture to display? At the bottom of our first toolbar, you will notice a .Cam icon that says AverVision. If we click on this, we automatically project the picture in which your A+ interactive software is connecting to your device to project onto your software. You can maximize this picture to a larger picture by hitting the maximize button. I am going to go ahead and use this as an example for you as we review the different features that are available to us. The first toolbar that we are going to review is the toolbar on the left-hand side. This toolbar is more of an image toolbar. It allows us to zoom in, zoom out, do special effects to our image, but it doesn't actually allow us to add anything. So let's go ahead and review the different features that are available. If we look at the first one, you will see that if I hover over the icon, it will tell me exactly what it does. This icon will zoom in and zoom out. Feel free to practice with me as you're watching this video. If I click on this icon, it will zoom in. And therefore, if I click on the bottom icon with the minus sign, it will zoom out. At this point, I am going to zoom into this picture to show you the third icon. The third icon will zoom reset. It will send it back to its original state. So if I zoom into the picture, and I no longer want it to be this large, I can hit zoom reset, and it will send it back to its original picture that was projected. The fourth icon is my autofocus. As you can notice, my picture looks pretty clear, but to make sure that it can be to its clearest degree, I can hit autofocus, and the device will go ahead and make the clearest picture that it can of the image that you are wanting to project. This is great, as most of our projectors, such as overhead projectors that we used to use, you would have to do this manually with a rotating handle. Now your computer does it for you. The next feature. This is a very helpful feature, and as I hover over it, it tells me this is my freeze button. My freeze button allows me to freeze the picture that I am projecting, which means that if I take it away, as long as it's in freeze, the picture will still project. This is a little difficult for me to show, but I will try my best. I am going to hit the freeze button, and I'm going to put my hand there so that you can see it. I will hit the freeze button, and as you can see, this picture is frozen in time. It will not move unless you hit the unfreeze button again. So I will go ahead and hit freeze again, and you can now see that while I was talking to you, I had taken the box away from the screen, and now I am back in real time, and I can add the box back to my screen. The next button is rotate. This will rotate your picture at 180 degrees. So if I take it, it'll flip it upside down, and again it'll flip it back right side up. This is just an easy feature in case the way you are set up with your dot cam is upside down. You can go ahead and hit the rotate key, and it will rotate it to the proper angle so your students can see it on your projector. Your next feature is your image adjustment. If I click on this, I will get a second toolbar that tells me that I can change the different effects, the balance, the brightness, the contrast, to get the best picture possible. If the autofocus is not exactly what I would like, and I would like to change the effects, I can change my picture to a negative, I can change my picture to black and white, or I can change it back to normal. I can also make my picture brighter by hitting brightness, contrast the colors, and also utilize any of the other features that are available to me, such as auto image and auto image enhance. As we come to the bottom portion of our toolbar, we will start to notice the different features that allow us to record and capture photos of what we are working with. So for instance, our next one is the AverVision Record. If I click on this button, it brings me to a screen that allows me to record any movements in which I am doing or any videos in which I am doing with my dot cam. Just as an example, if I am trying to show my students a project in science, yet I only have one kit for this science experiment. What you can do is you can record yourself using the science equipment and how to properly get through the experiment, so that way you have a reference for your student. After you record yourself, you can save it, and you can then go back and play this for your students before your lesson begins. This allows you to record the motions in which you are doing, just as I am during this online training, so that way your students can have a better reference. This is the record button. Our next one is our capture button. If I hit our capture button, it again brings me up with another toolbar. I can hit single capture, I can hit high quality capture, and I can also hit continuous capture. These all allow me to take snapshots of whatever is being projected from my dot cam. For instance, the single capture. This will let me capture this one picture of the marker box on my screen. However, if I hit continuous capture, it will continually snap pictures every few seconds to give me a slideshow of the motions that were taken by the dot camera. These are something that if you have time, please play around with. They can be useful to you in the classroom. The next one that we will go over is capture settings. As I mentioned to you, there is the continuous capture, and you can decide as to when you want to capture the photos. Do you want to do it every minute? Do you want to do it every 5 seconds? Where would you like to save these pictures once you have done this? And what would you like to name these pictures? If you are doing a math project, you may want to name them that standard. You may want to name them that topic. This will just allow you to more easily find the files in which you are saving. The next one is a feature that is not available to you on all dot cams. This feature is a live video sharing. If I click on this, it allows me to share whatever video I am streaming from my dot camera into another classroom. Therefore, you can have one lesson from one teacher streaming into several different classes so that everybody can see the project that is going on at hand. This is a great way for classrooms to collaborate, teacher to teacher, student to student, or teacher to student. Today we have reviewed the toolbar on the left-hand side. We are going to stop here for today due to time reasons, and tomorrow we will review all of the features that are available down below. These features are more of the features in which you can add to the image rather than correct the image that you are projecting. And then on day 5, we will be reviewing the top toolbar. Thank you, and I look forward to seeing your projects that you have submitted for day 3 of the SPED.cam online training. If you have any questions, feel free to email me at any time.